Hey guys, Drifter here. I got a special video for you today. This one is all about Soul Calibur and my little brother. On the left, you'll see my little brother. He goes by the online alias Kino for most of his interweb sort of dealings, and he's using Shenghua, the Chinese girl with a sword. I'm on the right. Drifter obviously just died. I'm Yoshimitsu, Yoshimitsu's kind of cool. He's got a lot of offbeat sort of moves, funny ones too. He's a main character in Tekken and Soul Calibur, oddly enough, so it's like Chinese assassin versus Japanese ninja assassin. I don't know. We got some serious sword fighting going on here. My little brother came down for the 4th of July to just hang out. He's from Texas. He just now has got old enough where he could drive on his own, so he came down to hang out. And we played a lot of Soul Calibur over the break, and I decided to post some of our more interesting games. It was kind of annoying because he won more games than I would like for him to have won. A little backstory on this. My little brother was born 8 years younger than me, so I was 8 when he was born. There was a huge gap in age right there. On top of this, not long after he was born, he was diagnosed with mild autism, or maybe Asperger's, or maybe not autism, or maybe a speech impediment, or maybe mentally delayed or something. He had some sort of mild mental disorder that none of the numerous doctors that my mother took him to could really ever nail down. So he was younger, he was the baby, and he was also special. So whatever he wanted in the house, he got. Like, if he wants candies, if he wants chocolates, he gets them. For me, I have to eat all my vegetables and clean my plate, etc., etc. He wants to eat mashed potatoes for the next 10 years and nothing else. That's totally fine. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Well, too bad for you. You're going to eat them. Your little brother gets like 18 chicken nuggets and ketchup for dinner, and that's it. And he still gets a dessert. It was really ridiculous. It was also bad because whenever we fought, no matter what happened, I always lost. Like, it was always my fault because he was too little and too special. Things like he wanted to play the Nintendo 64, and I would just say no. So he clocked me in the face with a baseball bat while I wasn't looking and just kept hitting me, and I pushed him over to get away because he just kept hitting me and went to my mom to tell. And I'm like bleeding and bruised and stuff, and she says, I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was really mad that I pushed him over and I got grounded for like a week and he got some fucking chocolates or something annoying like that. And this also was whenever something would break, it was always my fault. Like, I wouldn't let him play the computer because I didn't want him to, you know, delete my games and stuff. So when I wasn't looking, he got a big wad of peanut butter and put it on a CD and put the CD in the computer. Obviously screwed it up really, really bad. And this was my fault for not watching the computer closely. It's my computer and I'm supposed to be responsible for it. So I get punished and he gets another peanut butter sandwich of all things. So fuck me, right? One of the few things that we could do together, because we had a sort of an unusual relationship, like very antagonistic very early on, and then later on when my mom and stepdad were more or less out of the picture, I had to take care of him for about a year or two, so it was like being a single parent at age 13, which was, it was strange. Anyway, after that, when they split up and I went to live with my dad, whenever I'd come back to visit, the only thing that we could do that we had in common was Soul Calibur on the original Xbox. That was the only thing that was age appropriate for both of us, and which we were both, you know, moderately skilled, where there was some degree of competition. And I'd say some degree of competition because I'd like to say that I won probably 19 out of 20 games, but beating him was still way more rewarding than just beating up on the computer. And obviously we could play co-op and stuff, but we played a lot of Soul Calibur 2 on Xbox, just a ton. I still miss using Spawn because Spawn was such a sweet Xbox character. So when he came down for the 4th of July, one of the few things he wanted to do was show me how much better he got at Soul Calibur, how he could beat me now and things like that. Because I don't think the memories will ever vanish of when he was getting a little bit less special. My parents, my mom and stepdad or whatever, they'd ask us to share the TV or share the console or share whatever. And we couldn't reach an agreement. They'd say, you work it out. And he had a lot of pride, so I'd be like, all right, hey, Donnie. Oop, there goes his real name. So I'd be like, hey, Donnie, how about we play for it in Soul Calibur? Winner gets the TV, winner gets the console, winner gets the last piece of cake, whatever. And I knew I'd probably beat him, but his pride was just so incredibly high, he wouldn't accept that. So he'd always take on my challenge. And I don't think I ever lost one of those because I played hard as hell. And when he lost, it just burned him up and he cried and he got mad. So we came back, we played a friendly couple hundred games of Soul Calibur. I posted some of the more interesting ones here. And I'd like to say that he probably won about 60% of those games. They were closer to 50-50. I wasn't dominating anymore, but he was definitely doing better. So I just lost this around here. And toward the end of it, I got this idea. I was like, hey, Donnie, you want to be on YouTube, right? You want to be on the internet? Okay, well, how about we do some real Soul Calibur? Me and Jessica will go out and, well, Jessica will run the camera and we'll film this in slow motion and see who's better with so-called real swords.
Ready to fight.
You mad, bro? Come at me. you.